get everything rocking and rolling so we can get everything set up officially. The chat on. We need the screen capture on, which is the wrong one because I'm dumb. It's fine. Okay. So let's get that back up. Pull this up. Okay, so these are the videos I was told to react to today. Welcome to the live, everybody. We're gonna get started right away. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I had some shit come up. You know, things you can't avoid with traffic and such not. But let's get into it.
It says a ceasefire has been worked out between Israel and Iran. And in the past few minutes, the New York Times reports Iranian officials say they have agreed to a deal.
Today, so
but an Israeli military spokesperson declined to comment on the matter. This comes after Iran fired missiles today at a U.S. military base in Qatar. Richard Engel has the latest.
Iran threatened to respond to the American strikes on its nuclear sites, and tonight it did, releasing this video.
Fuck around and find out, ladies and gentlemen.
Qatar, targeting a military base housing up to 10,000 American personnel. Air defense systems immediately lit up the sky over the sprawling Al Udeid air base. Tonight, Qatar says it successfully thwarted the Iranian attack, which it strongly condemned. A senior Qatari official telling NBC News Qatar was expecting the attack. Hours earlier, Qatar closed its airspace, and Americans in the country were told to shelter in place. The Iranian attack appears to have been largely symbolic. Israel's attacks on Iran are certainly not. Israel is stepping up its strikes inside Iran and expanding the kind of targets it's hitting. Israel today blowing open the gates of the Evin prison. Human rights groups say Iran is holding hundreds of political prisoners there. For critics, the prison is a major symbol of the Iranian regime's repression. And Iran isn't holding back against Israel either, launching new attacks. This one captured on a dash cam. Another tearing off the front of an entire apartment block in Tel Aviv, leaving just a skeleton.
An Iranian ballistic missile fired in retaliation to the American strikes in Iran exploded right here, destroying everything in the area except for this lone safe room with that metal window and reinforced concrete walls. Remarkably, a family of 4 was crammed inside, and all of them survived. What is it like for you now to look at your apartment like this?
Say? It's
brought down to death. Like,
Steinberger was trying to recover photographs and her paintings today from her apartment. But even with everything gone, she told us she still supports what Israel and the U.S. are doing, saying better to fight Iran now while it's weak.
We
it doesn't have nukes.
That when somebody's threatening you for many years, believe him.
But with so much destruction, she says she hopes it's over now and that it's time for negotiations. Richard Engel, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
Let's be honest. Most people don't know the difference between an $8,000 AC heating system and an $18,000 system.
One cares. All right, well, it looks like their attack that they retaliated back was very minimal. Because as I was worried for a while, I thought Iran was a really powerful house, but from the looks of it, they aren't shit. They're like the kindergartners trying to bully the 6th graders, and they're like, "We got this." Like, it's not. No. I bet money we could send all our furries over there with guns, and we'd probably win. That's how bad Iran is. They're not that powerful as we're thinking they are. Let me eat this real quick, guys. I'm gonna be quick here. Just let me. I feel like if I'm distracted, I'm making a bigger mess than if I'm dual focused. Give me like 2 seconds here. We're not even gonna worry about it. My pants are totaled right now. It's fine. It'll come out in the wash, hopefully. Prayers. The weird thing about me, every time I drop food, I always notice like juice, whatever. It's always around my area, like always. I don't know what the fuck it is with that cursed ass spot, but always that area. I don't drop it on my lower pant leg. I don't drop it on My shirt, I don't drop it on anything. I always drop it on the, like, my area, on my pants. Always, bro. It's fucking weird. A really good burrito, though. Like I said, I will get the real content here in a minute. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to finish this. As the burrito is really falling apart on me. Alright, but yeah. As we saw, though, Trump literally just told them, fuck around and find out. And we meant that. Allergies. Right. Food's done. Ooh, that's just as hot as I remember. Ooh. I'm not doing the other two. Those are just for flavor. All right. Woo. Let's get to it, guys. All right. How to Train Your Dragon now. Was another one I was asked to review. So let's take a look at this and why people are losing their minds about this. So I was asked, I think it was the Twins, I believe. They wanted me to review the Twins. I like these characters just fine. I seen the movie. I thought it was pretty good, by the way. This is what they're talking about. This blonde-haired, crazy Viking, and this is who they casted. I don't know. I didn't hate anybody's pick for this movie. I thought that it was fine. I don't understand why people are blowing up so much. It's very hard to find twins in real life, especially ones that look so identical. That's the key about animation. Animation lets you get away with so much more shit that you can't get away with when it comes to this stuff at all. Like, you literally cannot get away with it. So, I don't know. I don't hate it. I mean, it's not, like, the worst thing they could have done. I mean, especially after I saw the movie, too. I didn't hate it at all. They definitely, you know, weren't close. I mean, I'm going to bite it at the ass and tell the truth. It's not close, but at the end of the day, I didn't hate her at all. I think she did a fantastic job. I think every actor in that movie did a fantastic job. My only beef is, okay, I don't even hate the dragon. I'm going to tell you my beef, okay? This is also the beef my buddy told me. We didn't get to see F-22, okay? This man, or I shouldn't say this man, this dragon has so much fucking speed, you wouldn't believe it, okay? This dragon is a fucking speed god, okay? we didn't get to see that in the movie. That was my only like bullshit with the movie, is we didn't get to see the F-22 gone. Okay, we didn't get to see that shit, which was kind of a little disappointing, but it's fine. I'm gonna look at my stuff now and see what else I was told to react to, because I might have stuff on X. And those of you wondering, yes, I call it X, but let's see if anybody did what I asked them to do. Okay, I did. They did. Awesome. Let's okay, so oh shit, he sent me a fucking list. Okay, we're not reacting to all of these. I'm gonna react to some of them, because that's a long fucking list. But let's start with that. Let me pull my shit off to the side and load up X real quick, because I don't want to fucking put anybody on blast. But I also need to pull up the video, so... What the fuck is my email even used on X? I have no idea. The questions you ask yourself midstream, because you're like, oh fuck, I gotta do this, but how do I do this? Oh shit, well... Okay, let me find out real fast. What the fuck is my email for this shit? Bro, it doesn't even tell me my email. Oh, shit. Can I not do an email? Like, can I just fucking... Questions we're gonna find out. Can I just fucking tell it to go suck a cock and just sign in with my username and password? Like everybody fucking else? There we go, I can. Right, it's fucking retarded. I had to fucking spell it retarded. And can we not put a cap on fucking names, bro? That's my other beef. Like, I don't want to have to spell the protective guardian like a fucking retard, alright? I just want to be able to spell it. Guard. And then just a fucking N, of course, because I had to do some bullshit. Right. Never saving passwords. I never do, and I won't start now. Alrighty. So. What the fuck is my X already? We're gonna just slide my X over. Fuck it. We're gonna expose myself already, because I don't know what the fuck this is or why the fuck I got this, but I did. This is my first time. This is my first time opening X on PC, and I just get this shit. What the fuck is going on here? Chipotle with some... I know this is Asmongold. I don't know who the fuck this is, if I'm being honest. But that's not what we're here for. Let's go through my notifications. I was added and shit, so let's start with that. I want to be able to see it. Display media that contains sensitive content. That's fine. I don't really give a shit. I'm not a liberal. I can handle it. Let's see here. Fuck. Okay. Let's start with this one. Fuck it. This is the first one to pop.
Jack, would you say YouTube's changed for the worse? Yes. Now, Jack.
Let's verify that
I just know. Now, Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like Mr. Beast? No.
I mean, nobody. I didn't even know who Mr. Beast was for the longest time, but it seemed like the more Mr. Beast went on, the more he got out of touch with reality and with his fans. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Let me find the words to explain that a little better. When you get out of touch with your fans and your people, which it seems like he's doing, considering that I think he just walked them into a scam not too long ago, from what I understood. I might be missing context, and this is a probably, so don't fucking sue me. I don't have money anyway, so it's not like he'd be suing much. But I really don't understand Mr. Beast either. It seemed like he got successful by being a YouTuber for originally what? I have no fucking clue. And that always dawned on me, and now he just does a bunch of bullshit that people don't, I don't like, where he puts people in game shows and in bullshit situations where he kind of fucks them over. And I'm not really for that. I know some people are, but I'm just not, so...
Jack, do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube? Yes. Now,
I mean, he's not wrong.
Why? Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
Exactly. I'm here to have fun, guys. I'm here to have fun and make fun of retards, okay? And yes, that includes me. I'm also retarded, so you're welcome to make fun of me. It's fine.
He had fun riding on yachts. If he building wells in Africa, I don't know. If he had fun.
Okay, building wells in Africa was not a bad thing Mr. Beast did. I give him full fucking respect for that. That was a Chad fucking move by Mr. Beast. Chad W, and we respect it.
When those videos did be longer, we'd see the fun. Ooh. Thought you were going to get me that one, didn't you? Mr.
I mean, he's got a point. So far everything's cooking. All right, let's check out this one. Look at this beauty. I don't know. You know what? Is this fucking for Neo Sabers? Yeah. Fuck you guys right now, okay? I'm asking you to fix one fucking saber, and you can't even do that. You have all this money for fucking advertisement, but I got a fucking damaged product from you. From fucking you. And I still haven't got that shit fixed. It is supposed to be a gift for a fucking friend. We are on week fucking 3, and I still don't have the fucking saber built or fixed. And they don't want. They email me some bullshit. They say we gotta fucking look it over with the team. What the fuck? I sent you videos. I sent you photos. It is so obvious that the fucking button mechanism is not held down by fucking anything but hopes and dreams. It rattles like a fucking, like an old alarm clock from the fucking 90s in the side of that fucking mechanism. Just fix my fucking saber. Okay? I thought that was cool. You know what? I'm shitting on that. Fuck you, Neo Sabers. I will be the biggest of douchebags until you guys fix my fucking saber. You did a fucking promotion. You gave me the 2 shittiest blades you fucking could with it, after the main saber and the 2 you got with it. Okay, the second blade was completely fucking broken. The mechanism, I'll show it on camera here later. It was completely fucking broken. Fuck you guys. And you won't even fix it. You won't stand by your own fucking products. Go fuck yourselves. From things excerpts from things I was supposed to say on Piers
To start,
Mortimer.
I had hoped to work in this quote from Isaac Asimov. There is a cult of ignorance in the United States, and there has always been. The strain of anti-intellectualism has been a constant thread, winding its way through our political and cultural life.
Well, that's just with everything. People are getting dumber by the fucking day. Just look at ChatGPT. And I'm not against AI. I fucking love AI. My point being is that we're relying on it way too much, where kids are like, fuck doing math, I'll have the ChatGPT do it for me, and then I'll just submit that. It's like, bro, these kids are fucking dumber because of it. It's not a lie. My kids will not have access to that shit. I'm not allowing them to use AI to cheat on their homework. I'm going to know when they get it, because I actually want my kids to succeed. And I do not want them held up in hell if I ever have kids. We don't know if that'll ever happen. And I mean we, by multiple people in my life, know that I'm not picky, but I'm not willing to settle for bullshit. Okay? Like, I literally will not put up with bullshit. Okay? If you want to sit here and accuse me of shit that I didn't do, I'm not comfortable with that. And I've been in relationships where that's the case, where everything that went wrong was somehow my fault, even though I had nothing to fucking do with me. I'm not cool with that shit. So that's, you know, that's why I say if I ever have kids. I think if I get to like my 30s or my 40s and I'm still like single, I'll adopt some kids. Because I think that kids need a second fucking chance, and this world's really fucked up, and I would like to see kids thrive and be able to survive in this world, knowing that there is somebody supporting them and then backing them no matter what. I think that's kind of dying in the world, where parents are too fucking busy putting a screen in front of their face and going, ChatGPT will raise you. You have questions about your sexuality, ChatGPT will do it. No, fuck that shit. That's between the kids and the adults need to fucking grow a pair, or I'm not being sexist here. Or they need to woman up and they need to fucking have the conversations they want to have with their kids. I'm sorry, it sucks, but you need to do it because I don't want our kids to grow up on ChatGPT and this absolute bullshit that we're growing them up on now. But continue.
Nurtured by the false notion that democracy means that my ignorance is just as good as your knowledge. This quote is from 1980, and it's been echoed by other great thinkers like Carl Sagan, who spoke about the public being unable to grasp the technology we all use every day.
Wonder why I've never heard of these people. I mean, I know the media is fucking broken, so it likes to hide these people. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist by any means. I don't think there's some shadow government running the world. I just think that a lot of people fucked the system so long that they got all their money. And now that the system's getting exposed, they're trying to find ways to keep it buried while it's through so many layers, so many shore accounts that's hard to track down. Same reason why Doge is a good fucking thing, because we're not only exposing these dumb fucks, we're trying to get refunds from these dumb fucks. Excuse me, I did not get enough water, but that is my point here. We're going to keep moving on. I don't want to keep, you know, I feel like I drone on with some of these subjects, but we'll keep going.
And having no ability to set their own agenda or ask the right questions, culminating in a celebration of ignorance. He said that in 1995. Even these two could not have foreseen how bad this has gotten in the 21st century, with people now questioning the shape of the earth and the validity of basic arithmetic. This anti-science fervor makes us easy to manipulate.
Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna go on a tangent because I believe in this heavily. Hold up, we're gonna do one thing, okay? This is satellite imagery, okay? Where's the? Can I do it without doing it, or do I have to have maps to do it? Fuck. Fuck, am I able to use it? I don't think I can use it. Hold up. Is it Earth map, viewer from satellites. I don't know what the fuck to call it. If anybody wants to not make me look like a retard right now, Google Earth, that's what it's called. There we go. Okay, right now, I don't give a shit. I just want to show it. New. By the way, this is being used by architects. I know because I used it as an architect, or architecture designer, whatever. So I know that this shit works, but this is literally all you have to do. What the fuck do they have now? Look at this. From satellite imagery, we can see it may not be perfectly round. Okay, they got us on that. It's not a circle. They got us on that, okay? But it is not fucking flat either. There is no way your biohemisphere, I mean, not biohemisphere. God damn it, what do they call it when the clouds form structures like this? Fuck, it's a fancy word. But if the Earth was flat, your cloud structures wouldn't curve. See how all those fucking things curve? They spin and they fucking curve. You want to know why they curve? Because the fucking Earth is curved. Loud alert, because I gotta get it through flat earther theories. Okay, so sound alert just for a second. Because the fucking Earth is round. There, hopefully those dumb fucks finally listen. I proved them wrong in 2 seconds. We have satellite fucking imagery of our goddamn Earth. There shouldn't even be a fucking debate. We have it. It's here. And it is, by the way, I wasn't kidding. It's a very great tool for architecture. So you can, let's find America right now. So I can just show you like a basic ass fucking building or something. Hold up. Is this us? No, that's Mongella. God damn, I'm really bad at finding our own fucking planet, apparently. The fuck? Oh, it's just a glitch in the fucking thing. Okay, I'm gonna find it. I think I'm just going the wrong direction. Iran. So Iran's across from us. So it's gotta be somewhere around here. There we go. I think it is us. Is it us? No, I don't think so. God damn, why is no pictures of this area? That's a little concerning. Am I just fucking this up? I feel like I'm fucking this up so bad. We'll just take Maui, for example, right? Okay. Do we even have any fucking real pictures, buildings anywhere in this fucking place? Probably not. Damn. I can still use this, okay? Let's take this area, right? Let's take this, for example, right? God damn, these poor buildings. It looks like they've been fucking demolished. But or I think these are just very shitty Google Earth things. That's a roof. Well, let's take this, for example, right? Let's see this building outline, okay? You can literally use this building outline now and be like, oh, they're building this. I want to make sure, like, I'm the electrical guy, and I don't know where the walls are. Oh, cool. I can add in the wall, add in the wall, add in the wall, add in the wall, add in the wall. All those walls, redo the trace outline. Oh, and we know the site plan now, too, because Google Earth gave us a site plan. There's a road coming up here, connecting here. It's literally the greatest fucking tools on the planet to make people's lives 10 times easier. I don't have to do a fucking site walk after time. I just go... I mean, I still have to do one for lengths and verifications and shit. But if I want to, like, know how many fireproof walls are there, and let's say the code says, I don't know, it's different in each area, each interior wall has to be 1 hour fire rated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just for an example, like, there you go. There's 4 of them right in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. 4 fireproofing walls of at least an hour rating just in that fucking corner. It's fucking awesome, okay? And I hate when people say it's not. That's it. I just wanted to prove that wrong. That pisses me off.
Because any contrarian message is bought en masse, no matter who is telling it or what their motives are. We are witnessing a multimodal anti-science empire operating through mass media and legislation, moving towards state-sanctioned pseudoscience.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store.
Nobody cares.
And we don't have to speculate as to how harmful this can be. We have history to reflect upon. Persecution of scientists under Stalin was widespread. Lysenko was a non-scientist who was promoted to a high scientific position under Stalin's regime and who convinced Stalin that genetics and relativity were evil. He denied the existence of genes. To address
I'm going to prove that wrong in 2 seconds, too. Take a piece of your skin sample and put it under a fucking microscope of any kind, even the cheap ones at schools, and tell me what the fuck you see. You're trying to tell me there's no such thing as genetics? Bro, if there is no such thing as genes, then you theoretically have no limitations in this world. There's nothing that makes you up. Because if you... Okay, I'm going to use my buddy Zion, for example, right? My man can eat 6 Whoppers in one sitting and probably not gain a pound and be able to digest that off. He'll be fine. I eat 6 Whoppers. Oh boy, I'm fucked. Like that burrito I ate, scrumlumptious ass burrito, that's all I've eaten today. And I've probably gained 5 pounds just from enjoying that amazing, amazing burrito. Okay? That burrito was fire. And thank you, Polibertos. They don't sponsor me. They're just fucking awesome. On 43rd Avenue in Glendale, in Arizona. Thank you for the amazing burritos, as always. You guys are my fucking chads. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's fucking simple, dude. I don't
address
know why
agricultural problems. He promoted a pseudoscientific
Let's keep
practice
going. Let's
called
keep
vernalization,
diving down this stupidity
and millions died of starvation as a result of crop failures. Scientists who refused to renounce genetics were left destitute or even executed. Are we at risk of repeating such events? Absolutely.
No, come on. We aren't that fucking stupid. Look, you know how I know that's bullshit? Because, fucking, let me throw in chat GBT real quick. How to properly maintain corn crops. Okay, look at this. We're going to do it in live time. We're going to be able to see this. My camera quality might not be the greatest, but we're going to do our best to get you this. Okay, so it's still going. I'm not going to go that far down the rabbit hole, but within fucking minutes, I wouldn't even say minutes, but within minutes, it would have had your answer on how to properly maintain corn crops. You don't think with somebody with half a fucking brain that can utilize AI can't figure out how to fucking genetically modify crops? Dude, I'm fucking working on a genetic formula myself right now. And I'm also writing a book. Which is science fiction book, but still. So my point being is that AI has allowed us to do a lot of fucking things that our ancestors would have had to spend way too long to do. We can now get done in a few months, a few years. What might take a good book could take 5 to 10 years to write a good fucking book, or a lot of time and a lot of people financing you. It's a lot easier for my generation. I'll be honest, it is. I mean, it's shitty to admit, but it's true. That being said, there are a lot of more challenges with this world, meaning like less job opportunities. A lot of people want to just kind of screw over the consumers, and then there's product pushing, because back in the day, in order to get a catalog pushed, and this is coming from multiple sources, including my grandma who went through this, you had to prove your product fucking worked, or at least to their knowledge, it functioned to what it was supposed to do. You could not get your product in a catalog without proving that you first had the exact product that they were going to show, and the second thing is that it actually had to function the way you claim it functioned. If it didn't do that, you could not have the product. You couldn't have the product launched. Now I can say I'm selling Trump officially signed neckties. Look at that man's necktie. I'm selling his official neckties. Okay, they are signed by him. I am now accepting open donations. I can say that. Okay. Make a fucking website for it, not prove it for shit, and I'll have dumbasses that'll buy it. It's a sad truth, the world we live in right now. But yeah, I just wanted to go off that tangent because I think that's a very important tangent. You got to be careful what you buy online. You got to be really careful that it's legit. You got to be really careful who you do business with, because people will stab you in the back just for their own enjoyment, and they want your company. I have warned people of this, and I have a friend of a friend who's starting a business, and I've been helping kind of set some stuff up for him. I'm not going to get into the details. That's all I'm going to say. And I've noted, and that's the one thing I'm worried about, is that I know he's a good guy, and he just wants to do right by his family, and they're going to fuck him over in the business world, because business is cutthroat. They don't care. Oh, you got family and this is your business? Well, cool. I'm going to step on your throat until it's no longer your business, and then I'm going to somehow buy the rights out from under you. Business don't care. It's a hard world, guys. Let's
face reality.
Facts.
Trump is going to win the election. Could he bring a Lysenko-like figure into his cabinet and begin persecuting real scientists? Absolutely. Will he try to expand executive power and abuse his position to the point of authoritarianism? Probably. And
God damn it, this man was cooking until he brought this bullshit up. This man was cooking before he brought this shit up. Bro is trying to claim that Trump is going to throw real sciences out of the fucking White House. See, this is why your guys' videos fail. This is exactly why you guys cannot survive on the YouTube platform. It's because you get people that are like, oh, this man's smart. This man's actually fucking genius. And then you play some bullshit like this, and they're like, okay, no, this man is retarded, and why the fuck? It invalidates all your other points. How do you start with something so base, so fire, and then this is where you come up with? Jesus fucking Christ. Play that shit. We're gonna continue this fucking horse shit, because he was cooking until this shit.
And there are plenty of wealthy people who will help him try to do that.
There's
I won't go into detail about Project 2025.
God damn, this bullshit too. Oh my God, it's like all the retards got together for this part and went, well, we can talk about Project 2025 and how it's gonna destroy America. It's not even a fucking bill. It's never been pushed. It wasn't even written by his administration. What the fuck is wrong with people? He has been in office for literally, what are we in? I'm fucking just, that's how much these retards fry my brain. He has been in office, let's just say, fuck, this is why I like Siri. Hey Siri, how long has Trump officially been in office?
Okay, I found this on the web. For how long has Trump officially been in office?
We're gonna find the fuck out. We're gonna figure this shit out. Cause I don't want to sound retarded when I say something. I don't give a fuck when Trump was born. When the fuck? I love how I asked this thing a specific question. I got a retarded answer. Okay. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that right now. So let's just hypothetically say. Let me do this again. He's been president since January 20th. So let's not include January. We have February, March, April, May, June. Okay? He's only been president about, well, June or late June. Let's say 6 months almost. Okay? This man has been president for only about a half a year. A little over half a year, it looks like. Okay? And we are still with this bullshit. He got the big, beautiful bill passed. Okay? None of the shit, I'd say a good solid 60% of Project 2025 were in it. Because a lot of the shit in Project 2025 would get him impeached because it's fucking retarded. And anybody who could look at Project 2025 and go, yep, that's retarded. That's why it was never done, because American people are not going to get their rights and their liberties taken away over something fucking stupid. I thought we were all on the same page. I thought that, shit, what are you guys going to say about Project 2025 in 2.5, 3 years when he's about to leave office? Even, 3.5 years when he's left office. What are you guys going to say then? You're still going to be like, Project 2025, JD Vance might do it. Oh no, Project 2025, it might happen. Oh no. Can we stop with this bullshit? Like, that's all, man. I just tired of hearing this.
But it's not a conspiracy. It's a real...
And look, if Trump fucking does this, Bill, okay? If Trump does this, 2025, we all know he will be impeached. We all know it. So don't fucking worry about it, because it's not happening. I'm so tired, guys, of dealing with this shit. I am so tired of this level of fucking stupidity. It is baffling how dumb some of you are. Okay, and no fault divorce. I mean, we shouldn't have divorces. If you were willing to get married with somebody, then you made your bed. That's why I'm very picky on who I choose, because I believe once I marry them, that's it. There's no divorce. That's just me, though. Complete ban on abortions without expectations. That's already been proven bullshit. So there's one bullshit down. Let's keep going. Ban contraceptives. That's also bullshit. The White House and Trump and multiple other people in his cabinet have no plans on doing that. There is nowhere that proves that. Additional tax breaks for... Okay, that's true. That's true. But let me put this to you hypothetically, okay? Let's say you tax break them, right? More. Let's just use a round even number for this. Let's say they save $1 million in taxes, okay? Let's hypothetically. And that business explodes and they need more workers. Well, do you think they're going to make up the money that they're going to give to the workers to pay for it? They're going to make more money back in taxes. That 1 million hypothetically will turn into 2.5 million, or so on and so forth, even higher, sometimes maybe between like $500,000 to $1 million more. So you're going to look at me and tell me that that's a bad thing. That's also bullshit. Why was the next thing this bullshit? Oh my God, you're kidding me. Higher taxes for the working class? Bro, did you not just see what he fucking passed? How do you believe this bullshit? He lowered tax on tips. You get like, I might be wrong here because I haven't looked at it, but you get like $200 or some shit off. Alright, so that's, or like $2,000. It's some, fuck, god damn it. Now I gotta fucking Google this because I don't want to sound like a retard. Because I didn't, like I said, I'm blind reacting to all of this. So I don't want to not be able to blind react. I don't want to preview these videos because then it's not as fun. Because I know what I'm talking about for the most part because I've read all of this shit. I love when I search something specific. It's all these long-ass articles that have nothing to do with what I Googled. The rise, media, such as unauthorized tips, workforce, yada, yada, yada. I don't know what the holdup is. I don't know what the politics are. So apparently it's on delay right now, but that's obvious because it's making huge changes to the tax code. But it was something like, I think like they report and they can get like a certain amount where it's not taxed, period. And I think that's fucking great. I think that's based. I don't understand why that's a problem. I think this is really fucking, this one right here is bullshit, and we've already been proven that's bullshit because he lowered the no tax on overtime, which is true, and then no lower tax on tips because a lot of people are making like over like getting $2,000 in tips, and that's when he starts taxing you or something like that. Again, don't quote me on that because I haven't looked at it in a minute, and I'm not gonna spend here on camera an hour and a half probably looking for the exact area or other shit where it clearly says what exactly he's cutting, because every fucking article buries that shit like it's the fucking plague. They do not want you knowing what the fuck he's actually gonna do, and it pisses me off to no extent. You have no idea how much it pisses me off. Okay, so there's one bullshit. Eliminations of unions and worker protections. Oh boy, the amount of bullshit. Okay, well, first I could prove that we'll break this into two steps. Unions aren't always great. We could take the voice actor unions. They believe those motherfuckers need to be making like $600 an hour or some bullshit. This is for any voice acting people. If you watch my videos, give me a shot, you know? I can do different voices for different characters. I will be great, okay? And I won't charge you $600 like a fucking retard because I can do voices, and I'm gonna be like, well, why so serious? That was changed in a joke at the end on purpose. But yeah, so if you want a fucking voice, hit me up. Like, I'm not gonna fucking make you pay $600 a fucking hour. That is ridiculous. I think anybody with half a fucking brain realizes that's ridiculous. So unions aren't always smart, because that's why the voice acting in the game industry and the TV animation industry is so hurting right now, because these voice actors have bullshit demands that are bullshit. You do not need to be sitting in a fucking office chair all day, speaking into a fucking microphone, okay, and being paid $600 a fucking hour to do that. That is fucking retarded. Streaming doesn't pay me right now. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't, and I doubt it ever will. I do it for fun. I do it for enjoyment. I do it to expose some stupidity out there. Okay, there is no fucking way you're gonna sit here and tell me that all unions are great and that Trump's gonna get rid of worker protections. I have not seen one thing in anything that proves that. And we're going to keep going. Raises the retirement age. Bullshit. He's against that. He's made that very clear he's against that. He thinks that it's fucking stupid that the Democrats were trying to up it to 70. And he made that very clear. If he does that, I will be pissed. Because I got to hear for years, oh, we get to retire at 65. We get to live our life in great peace and solidarity. I am not going to then be fucked over. And then be like, you have to wait till you're 70 and 75. Fuck no. Okay? I already hate working. Everybody hates working, but we work because we have to. Okay? Don't give me with that bullshit. Cut Social Security. But what is he cutting? I'm gonna give your brains a minute. I'll get it. I would play the Jeopardy music, but I'm afraid I'll be banned. So time's up. He's cutting the people that don't even fucking need it, that are using it to manipulate and fuck over the system to hurt the people that are actually needing it, and making taxpayer dollars pay for somebody who sit on their ass and do nothing all day. I'm sorry, but I'm totally for that. I'm not going to pay for somebody who isn't disabled, who isn't injured, or isn't hurt to be using that. That's who he's cutting. He's getting people off that don't need it. If you're just mooching off the system to try to pay your bills, fuck you. We don't want you. I shouldn't have to pay for your bullshit. No. Cut Medicare. Again, same concept. For the people who are abusing the fucking system. He has no problem with any of this stuff. He doesn't plan on ending any of this stuff. And the next point and the Affordable Care Act. No, he wants to revise it. Okay, he wants to revise it. He's made this very clear. Revising the Medical Care Act is actually going to help people because it's actually going to be fucking affordable. It's such, Obamacare is a disaster from what I understand and from what the research I've done. It's never helped anybody. It's actually made shit a lot more complicated, and a lot of the money just disappears. I don't know where the fuck it went. Raises prescription drug prices. No, that's again wrong. Joe Biden took credit for when insulin went down, but Trump did that in his administration for the first time, and Joe took credit for that. So no, that's bullshit already. Eliminate, yes! Based. Eliminate the Department of Education. You want to know why he wants to eliminate it? And I'm gonna tell you this. Let me show you this. This is all I need for proof. I will do this live on thing, okay? How much each year does the Department, I can't spell for shit, of Education spend? Okay? Okay? $268.4 million in the financial year. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know why that would be the greatest thing to get rid of? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. That is $68.4 billion going back to the schools. Let me repeat that for the deaf retards in the back. That is $268.4 billion going back to the schools of America. We don't pay teachers enough, and they bitch about why that is. Okay? We solved, if we get rid of it, not only do we solve the teacher budgeting problem, we solve the education problem, because if you're paying teachers more, they'll want to teach. I don't understand why that's a negative. We're getting rid of the Department of Education that literally okayed fucking schools to do illegal shit and not inform the fucking parents. Getting rid of them is fucking based. Leave it back up to the states to handle and let them figure it out. I believe the education will explode if you do that. And start hiring fucking smarter teachers. Don't hire some fucking female that wants to, okay, I had a fucking point. I lost it. Don't hire a, what was it? Somebody was a hooker at one point, weren't they? Don't hire a hooker and be like, come teach my sex education class. No. No. Hire people with values, with morals, that care about people. And you can hire them from different viewpoints. That is fine. I don't care if there's a Democrat and a Republican teaching my kids, because I know that if I ever have kids, I'm going to teach them the truth. And then I'm going to be like, look, it's up for you to decide which side you're on. I'm never going to force anybody to pick what side they're on. I think that's dumb. That's the problem, is I can talk to both sides, okay? Yes, I can make fun of them too, especially when they're fucking retarded. Like, if you believe that that life on Mars, which is just being DNA found in the dirt, is life, and then you say that a human baby or a human fetus isn't life, you're a fucking idiot. Now, there are exceptions. I don't like it when somebody gets raped. I don't like when things happen that hurt families, and sexual assaults are fucking awful. Okay? I'm going to get that out of the way right now, because that's true. I don't want people bashing me and being like, oh, he's an asshole. Oh, he believes this. Cancel culture, get him. Look, he's telling us what we don't want to hear. Run. No, I'm just telling you guys what you need to hear. Is that $268.4 billion going back to the fucking schools is a fantastic thing, and we need to hire more competent teachers. Let's take my high school experience, for example. I loved all my teachers. All my teachers were fucking geniuses. And not all of them, and a lot of them didn't like Trump. My high school history teacher, my senior year, can't remember his name, but he's still, I think, pretty sure he still works at Apollo High School. He's a Chad, by the way, absolute Chad. He hated Trump. Hated him. Couldn't stand him. Okay? And we used to debate on it. And we were cool with each other. He liked me. I liked him. We were cool people. And that's how the world should be. I don't agree with some of the shit you say. You don't agree with some of the shit I say. But we need to come together and understand one another and come as unity. I've always believed in the word unity. We need to start uniting the world and stop fucking each other over. It is getting so bad to the point where I don't know what else we can do. But I'm getting off on a tangent here. But yeah, that's the shit that blows my mind is that. But then I had a Miss Grader, okay? I remember her name because she was a cunt. And if you're watching this, which I doubt you are, I hope you know that your students are fucking miserable. And if it were up to me, I would have got you fired. But I'm not a rich Jewish attorney. And I don't have anybody that would believe my case. But I will fucking expose you here for everybody. And I will make sure that if anybody takes your class, or I ever have kids that in this area, I will make sure they do not take your fucking class because you are evil. And you are Satan herself if she came down in a human form. Yeah. Okay, let me explain. I was bullied and harassed by her every day. And I'm not sensitive. I don't care. I mean, it hurt that it was from a teacher, but I got bullied daily and I just told people to go fuck themselves. Yeah, excuse me, my allergies are being assholes out of nowhere. Okay. And I took an allergy pill today, which is weird. Typically I don't do that, but let me get back to the point. So Miss Grader, if I can, let me do a normal encounter, okay? I don't have audio, so I'm gonna imitate people talking in the background, because I don't have audio for this. Like I said, this is a spur of the moment thing. I don't plan this shit out. I'm just gonna do it, but I'm gonna like imitate talking over there, whatever. And you know, we could do this after school. We could do that after school. Yada yada yada. Dak, shut up. I'm not talking. You are talking. You're disrupting my class. No, I wasn't. And the girl that sat next to me watched me go through this every fucking day. She would bully me, put me down. It was like, bro, from a fucking teacher she was doing this shit. I wasn't the only one that reported her. It was a list. My fucking history teacher in senior year knew about it to the point where he would joke with me about it. He knew she was harassing me. It's crazy. And she never lost her job. It blew my fucking mind, guys. I had conversation with the principal. He got fired for bringing it up, which is bullshit. Shout out to Mr. Peterson. I'm sorry they made you lose your job. You were a Chad, man. I'm sorry that they don't have coolness in the world anymore, that you could actually be a base and nice person and get fired because you're doing the right things. And I'm not sure the full reason why he was fired. I just know that he didn't believe in the strict policies that our school would do, and he would give students breaks because he knows how the real world fucking works, and he didn't think every punishment fit the crime. So there's some other stuff I could say about how much of a Chad Mr. Peterson is, but I don't want to get him or the police in trouble at all. So we're going to keep that to myself. But yeah, there was a lot of times where he let people off the hook where he could have ruined their life for the rest of their life, and he did not because he did the right thing. And I'm pretty sure they fired him for that. But yeah, she would harass me every day. I would get sent to the principal's office to the point where me and Mr. Peterson were on a first name basis. And I can't remember what his first name is for the life of me now. But he would always be like, Zach, and I'd be like, I call him by his first name, and I just sit in his office for the rest of the class. Or other times he just let me go, and I'd be in Mr. Aguilar's class. Shout out to Mr. Aguilar, the chattest high school / college professor. I got him twice, in college and in high school. He's a Chad. Mr. Aguilar was my drafting teacher. I loved that guy. I actually still do what he taught me. I design for a living. So thank you, man. I appreciate all the fun times in your class. You helped me become what I am today, and I really am appreciative. And I'm calling it out because, you did a lot of good things for me, man, and I appreciate you. But back to the point is that the fact that we can have teachers do this to students, and there's multiple reports, it wasn't just me, and I had a corroborating witness that used to sit next to me for that entire semester in world history. And she would be like, she stood up for me multiple times. She was like, what is your problem? Zach didn't do anything. Why do you got beef against him? And she would be like, she'd throw both of us out. It was like, holy shit, dude. Like, I don't understand what people's problem with me was. Like, I literally love history. Okay, I love seeing what happened and what causes it, because you get to prevent it in the future. That's why when people are all about this poor Jewish stuff where they're trying to go after them again, and I'm like, hey man, they did that in World War II. That was very stupid. Can we not do that again with some fucking common logic? But apparently I'm the only one that thinks that. But yeah, that's the bullshit, is I would constantly be picked on and berated by her every day. And I can fucking say this because I can find a way to get proof. I'm pretty sure I have a teacher, a principal, and if I ever find out what happened to another student, and another student that would back me. So I would love to see her try to fucking get me for defamation. Everything I said was true. Everything. She would cuss at me in the hallway for private conversations. And I'm used to that because I've dealt with it plenty of times in life. That didn't bother me. It was the fact that it was coming from a teacher. She didn't know me. She didn't know my family. She doesn't know a shit about me, but she would talk down to me like she was this maleficent god, and I had to respect her orders. No, I don't. And I never did. That's why I got kicked out of her class so many times. And I got told to shut up multiple times in front of multiple students. And I got told all this shit by her. And I always thought she was single. And I found out later in the semester she has a husband. So, sir, if you ever want to do a chat with me, blink twice. I'll make sure the cops get sent over to save you. I cannot imagine living with her every day. I would be terrified for my life. I can only imagine what you go through every day. You must have the balls of steel and titanium coated over it, because there is no way I could deal with that evil bitch my entire life. I barely could deal with her for a semester. Okay, and she was literally, it was so known around my school at the time. I told you, my other history teacher I got after her used to make jokes about it. He used to make full-blown jokes about me because he knew it. And I was cool with him doing that. We were on good terms. Like, I did not hate this guy, but he would be like, oh, guess what? Zach's here. It's all his fault, because Miss Grader would and he would laugh and I would laugh and we'd laugh it off, because Miss Grader used to actually do that to me. She would say, everybody failed the test. It's Zach's fault. And she meant it. What the fuck else did she say? There was a long list. It's kind of shit I kind of buried until I kind of got like a PTSD moment with this school shit. But, bro, I swear to God, everything. Her car broke down once, and she asked me dead blank if I slashed her tires. And I was like, bitch, I don't even know where you live. Think I'm going to go to prison over you? Fuck no. I don't even like you. But yeah, so there was so much shit. Everything that bad happened in her life, she blamed it on me. I can only imagine if she does this every semester to students, because according to reports, I wasn't the only one to file complaints. And from the look of it, the school never even acknowledged my fucking complaints, man. That was the scariest part about all of this. The school never acknowledged it, minus the principal. And the principal kept trying to get people to listen, and they wouldn't. So I got screwed over by her for so long. And I had a C from her, which is a shocker, because I thought she was just going to fail me because she didn't like me. But damn, everything I ever did, she hated me for. She straight up hated me. And I never understood what I did to her, man. Like, I never, like, pissed in her coffee. I never, like, got violent with her. I never fucking talked shit about, like, you know, I'm talking shit about her now because of all the shit she did to me. But I never talked shit about her. I never went in front of the class and cussed her out or did anything stupid. I just told her that I didn't like what she was doing to me multiple occasions. That I don't like being berated in front of a class when I did nothing wrong to you. I don't like being berated and told that everything's my fault when I did nothing wrong to you. It was like, I'm surprised if she's still teaching, and she's their AP teacher. If she's that mean to her regular students, I can't imagine how she is to her AP class. What, does one kid get a fucking C in her AP class and immediately he's Hannibal Lecter up there? Like, I don't know what the fuck that bitch was on half the time, but man, it is fucking bullshit. I went off on a goddamn tangent, but let's finish this fucking video, guys. I am so sorry. I I can't read this shit because he blocked it off. Use public taxpayer money for private
plan to
I can
move
see more,
America into the first
raises prescription drug supply, eliminates Department of Education, uses taxpayer money for private religious schools. That's bullshit. No, that is never going to happen. Shut up and stop that bullshit. Teach Christian religion beliefs in public schools. There are going to be some Christian schools, yes, and I think there should be. Why do we have to pander to 900 religions when it was founded on us? So, on Christianity. So, if you want to make public Christian schools for kids and make it obvious that they're Christian off parents' beliefs that they're Christian, who are we to tell them no? It's America. That being said, you can't force people to go to the Christian schools. But why is that against their rights? See, I don't understand the confusion. So you're telling me I can pander to Muslim faith in my high school, which we were doing, where we'd have days where they would do Muslim prayers and it was legal through the school, but I can't do my Christian prayers because I'm fucking evil if I do so. You see how dumb this is sounding? And I'm not twisting stuff. That's literally how my high school did it. If you were Christian and you tried to do a prayer, you were looked down on as evil, but the Muslim community could do it. It was fine. I don't understand. It's right. It is freedom to practice religion. It is in the fucking Constitution for a reason, guys. The right to free speech. Duh. Okay, let's see what else. Okay.
Already underway.
End civil rights and DEI protections of government. Yes, fuck DEI. Fuck DEI. Everybody who knows who DEI is, I'm not even going to say it. There's so much information about DEI that you can watch it for 5 minutes, and within 5 minutes, you should hate DEI even more than I do. I fucking hate DEI. DEI pretty much says that, oh, we know that you're the most qualified candidate for this job, but since you're not black, we've upped somebody else's candidacy because the government's paying us to have these DEI programs. So we have to have at least 20% of our workforce be black. I'm not bullshitting you. You can literally Google this. I'm not Googling this again because I've done it in a couple of other live streams. DEI is bullshit. And anybody who believes in DEI is stupid.
The evil upon our doorstep. And while it should...
Whoa. We're not done reading that. What the fuck was that one? Ban African American and gender studies in all levels of education. Are you fucking stupid or just special needs? Why the fuck would they ban that? I wish I had a chat right now because I really want someone to honestly answer why in the fucking literal fuck they think they would ban learning basic anatomy, which is gender studies in their quote-unquote liberal fucking terms, and why the fuck would they ban African American studies? You learn about slavery just by studying World War II. Do you think they're going to cut those parts out for your fucking convenience? Jesus fucking Christ. The retardism is wild. I want to read the rest of this.
The evil.
Ban books about slavery. So I guess we're banning all World War I and World War II books, guys. It's official. God damn. The stupidity. It hurts.
Upon our doorstep. And while it should receive far more
God,
attention than people like Terrence Howard,
so annoyed
we should
already.
recognize
And
that
I know
it's
I'm
all
crashing
different
out of it,
shades
but
of
my
the same
lord.
phenomenon. Anti-science sentiment does not arise out of thin air. Science is becoming increasingly more complicated. And
if you don't want to vaccinate your body, again, it's your American fucking right. I'm not going to tell you you can. The fuck do I have the right to tell you no? I personally believe in science and religion. You can believe in both. I don't know when this law became where I can't believe in science and religion at the same time. You very well can. They don't need to be two separate entities. You can believe in both. I don't understand why this is such a foreign concept for some people. You can believe in both. We can unite. So that's the thing. Everyone wants to separate shit. Separate church and state. Separate science and religion. Fuck the separation shit. Just let people be able to be people. I don't get what's so complicated about this. If you want to practice prayer in a school that's public, you should be allowed to do that. And I feel that for anybody. If you want to Muslim, Catholic, Christian, and there's a long list. I'm not going over all of those, but yes, you should be able to do that. That is your American right here as an American citizen. Even in America under a visa, you are bound. You can do that. It's your right. I don't understand why this is such a complicated thing.
And therefore difficult for the public to understand.
My brain, guys.
And some people lash out due to the discomfort this
I don't
produces.
understand, so it's
but
bad.
But more importantly, there are vested interests in promoting this mentality stemming from Republican-funded think tanks.
God damn it! Why do we always get blamed? Nobody is funding this stupidity. Let me prove this. We're gonna prove this in 2 seconds. We're gonna ask. I think Grok is what I've been told is very accurate, but let's not even use Grok. Let's just Google to search this right off the bat. Ready? Okay. Who funds anti-vax campaigns? Okay. Simple search. Okay. I think you'd be surprised. So he's Democratic. He was. I don't know about now. I don't know who Larry Cook is. I don't know who they are. That is the shittiest name I can for an anti-vax. Children's Health Defense. Okay. I mean, it depends, because some of these I've been told have very dangerous chemicals in them, which I mean could fuck up your child potentially. But like I said, I think that it's a very rare thing to do to your kid. Like it's very rare. So let's do a little bit more of research. Let's see who Larry Cook is. Okay, because like I said, I like to be fair. I don't like to just spread propaganda. Larry Cook. Oh, he's a police. The fuck? Oh. Oh, he's a no. Larry Cook. Anti-vax. Okay. God damn it, why can't things just be, fuck this shit, I'm using Grok, because I ain't got time to Google all this. I went on a tangent. Is it Grok? I probably spelled it wrong. It's K. Going deaf dark for a minute. Jesus Christ, why does everything need a fucking login? What? No. What side of the political spectrum is anti-vaxxer? What the fuck was his name again? Fuck. Alright, we're gonna you're just showing a JFK Jr.? Like, bro, that's not what I want. I want more people. I just saw one. Here we go. Anti-vax campaigns, right? Okay, so let's figure out what the fuck was his name again. Individuals who support. Bro, it literally removed it. How do you remove? I'm looking into it and it removes it. Alright, we're going to ask ChatGPT this. Anti-vaxxers are typically on what side of the political spectrum? Because I guarantee you it's not going to be the answer you guys think it is. Like, it's going to be so blatantly fucking obvious. It's going to blow your minds. You ready? Hit it. Found across the spectrum, and their positions are often influenced by a variety of factors, including cultural beliefs. So it's all across. Yeah, that's all I wanted to prove. It's not Republicans. Grok proved this in 3 seconds. Anti-vaccine sentiments have been linked to certain libertarian or conservative groups. So they're both. So, again, this guy is already spreading false information. I didn't say it was just going to be one side, by the way, for those of you mad or, oh my God, he was going to say it was just the Democrats. No, I'm proving that it's on both sides. We have both equally level of retards. We have Candace Owens. You have AOC, okay? They're both way off their fucking rockers, okay? Absolute dumb fucks. That's all I wanted to prove with that. Point proved. It's bullshit. I gotta really
of a
get
populace that is not only science illiterate, but actively hostile towards science. Denial of climate change is in the interest of energy producers. Denial of basic evolutionary biology is in the interest of Christian theocrats.
No,
these efforts go all the way up the ladder to figures like the Koch brothers. I'm not saying Terry's funded by the Koch brothers, but he rides this prevalent attitude of reality denial and hostility toward any form of expertise to this bizarre prominence that now has people questioning
his magical math that
doesn't work. To wield an agenda that is in opposition with science, one must popularize the notion that science is wrong and evil. Universities, the places where you gain knowledge, are evil. Don't go there and learn things so that you can figure out how to resist our brainwashing.
Nah, actually, I'm actually anti-college for someone who went to college. I believe that there should be more programs available where they'll teach you how to do jobs in 6 months to a year that people would be way more efficient at than those people who went to college. For example, I knew how to design since I went out of high school. Okay, Mr. Aguilar was a wonderful teacher. I loved it. I was so enthusiastic about designing and drafting. I want to draft buildings, but I won't be able to get the chance because I need a bachelor's degree in drafting in order to draft for buildings. What the fuck does 2 extra years have anything to do with my ability to design a fucking blueprint? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is a fucking useless piece of paper. I can design the living shit out of apartment complexes. I've had people fucking tell me, wow, you're barely in fucking high school and you're drawing up apartment complex blueprints? Like, yes. I already have blueprints for buildings built up in Ashfork for my my mother-in-law? I don't know what you'd call her, but that's for a friend's mom that's close to us, pretty much. Yeah. So that's my point, is that it's fucking useless. College is useless. I've met people smarter at a fucking Taco Bell than I have met here. And that is fucking sad. I'm going to be honest with you. There's this really good and cool guy I know named Christopher. He's I don't want to be a douche, but I don't know how to claim it. He's a mentally ill person, right? He needs to have the city or state take care of him because of his mental illness. And I guarantee you, if I brought him on a fucking podcast, he would make Democrats cry. He is intelligent, he is witty, he is smart, and he literally I had a more intellectual political conversation with him than I've had with anybody. And he is, by the way, he is deemed by the state, and he has real proven mental illness to not be competent, and he can have more competent conversations with me than most leftists. I've had conversations where my dad's wearing a Trump shirt, where we try to be like, hey, what don't you like about him? Why do you hate him? Fuck you, you racist fuck, you're a fucking prick, go fuck yourself, you want to get rid of everybody, go fuck yourself. And it's like, wow, that's a conversation that totally proves that we're wrong and you're right. Yep, just tell us to go fuck ourselves, that solves everything. So my point is, yes, and I also don't believe that you need to pay a fuck ton of money to go learn something. I got my 2-year degree to get started in my industry, right? Because I had to. There's no way you could do it without at least a 2-year degree. And I went to a community college where, I'm not going to lie to you, their CAD programs run, if you guys actually want to get into designing, it's fun as hell. You can go see Glenda Shagola I'm hoping I said her last name right. I'm so sorry if I didn't. She was my professor for 2 years. Her and Dale. I forgot Dale's last name. But he said he was cool with us calling him Dale. They are both the smartest designers I have ever met. And they have full right to be teaching those classes. And I believe that the 2-year degree that I had made me 10 times smarter than anybody coming out of ASU in the same degree program. I guarantee if you take an architectural design degree from ASU for 4 years and put it up against a 2-year GCC student, I bet money the community college would win. I would put my money on their program because it is 10 times better. They take you through the process of even dealing with clients where you build this building, you finish it, and then they go, oh, well, we want this wall moved 10 feet to the left. You know, we oversized it. We fucked up. Fix it. And you got to update all your details. You got to update a bunch of stuff because you moved that wall 10 feet. And that's real design work. That is real shit you're going to find in the field. So I give them 100% props. They are running it the way it's supposed to be ran. So yeah, again, fuck, I'm going on tangents, but that's my point.
And also how to organize and topple our political structures. Universities are famously places that stand up against the powers that be, so they must be demonized.
No, they stand up. A lot of them stand up for stupid causes. And I'm going to be real, because chanting and disrupting people during finals week, which happened, I'm assuming people know about that already, so I'm not going to get into that too much, but chanting free Palestine during that, that's bullshit. People need to get work done. People have assignments coming up. You're not in any position to go into these universities, or for people to be in these universities demanding that they get some kind of bullshit thing. It's always something stupid. It's never something that makes any goddamn sense. I've never heard a protest that I've been like, you know what? I never seen gamers get up and be like, no more bullshit, you know? Bring back real gaming because we fucking deserve it. I've never seen that shit. It's that I see support terrorists. Hezbollah did nothing wrong. Are you all fucking stupid? Or it's getting to the point where it's like, I can't understand if you people are genuinely fucking stupid, or if you really truly have been brainwashed so bad that you believe this shit. And I'm having issues literally figuring it out. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, wow, oh my god, wow. I'm not gonna sit here and be Candace Owens and be like, it's the Jews. The Jews did it all. Well, you see, they're trying to manipulate the world. I'm not like that. So, it's just, I'm moving on before
It is a successful campaign because many people are happy to have a reason to not learn anything and cling to
not have a reason to learn anything. Okay, okay, let's go over some history, because apparently this guy doesn't know it. And I'm not gonna go over it fully. I'm just going to say this point, and then you can research it if you want. Steve Jobs had what? What was Steve Jobs' degree? Okay, I'm giving you time, so I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna keep going. What did Bill Gates do in college that he uses to this day? If you look this up and you answered correctly, you should have gotten the conclusion with both their college degrees, and I don't even think Steve Jobs ever had one, were fucking useless. They did nothing for them. Bill Gates went to college, but he never finished. Instead, he has Microsoft. So you're telling me college is how you get successful? No, college is how they keep you in this fucking loophole. Oh, in order to do this degree, you need to pay us $200,000 for all 4, 6, 8 years, and then when you have to pay it back, you're gonna make a degree that might pay you $100,000 to $130,000 a year to pay back $200,000 and live your life. I'm sorry, what? I went to college for 6 years, and you're telling me I'm barely... I currently make $63,000-ish a year, probably a little lower, but that's because I'm just starting out in my industry. You need time to build momentum in my industry. So, and that's obviously before taxes. Give me just a second. I got to take this call. Can I pause stream? I don't even know how to do that. I really need to learn how to use this platform. All right, we're pausing for a second, guys. I'm going mute. Okay, good news. My gun is going to be ready tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that on stream, but I got a World War II Japanese gun. It's actually been in the shop for a while because I got it in pretty rough condition. So getting this thing back finally is going to be crazy. But yeah, so that's been my project. I don't know how to put together older guns, and considering that I didn't have parts for it, I thought it would be better to have somebody do it for me. Give me just a second. I'll be right back again. I'm also going to the gym after work. It used to be got home from work, went to the gym, did streaming, but then I was always so exhausted when I did streaming, so I swapped two around. So now I do streaming, I do this content, and then I go to the gym. So I've actually lost 15 pounds so far this year. I'm on the right path. I used to have very shitty depression, so I didn't used to take care of myself a lot. I'm still kind of bad about it when it comes to my room. It's not as bad as Asmongold's, but I do have clothes and clothes and shoes lying around, cosplay pieces sitting around, unfinished cosplays sitting around, unfinished projects that I've been working on sitting around, you name it. I still have the fucking files from Phoenix Fan Fusion I'm supposed to upload here, and I still haven't done it, guys. I've been that bad. But let's get back into the video.
Primitive beliefs without basis or self-scrutiny. It goes without saying that religion is a primary driver of anti-science mentality because scientific progress, particularly as of late, has challenged many religious narratives, such as immaculate divine creation. This triggers fear of mortality.
Again, highly doubt. I think most Christians, there's things that even you guys can't explain. So let me run you through a hypothetical, because I've actually seen somebody go through something tragic and they lived because it was, considered a miracle, even though in my eyes it sucked because I had been through some shit myself too. But he got rear-ended in a car accident, right? Completely crushed his car, right? Shattered it completely in pieces, like to the point where it wasn't recognizable. It was squished like a fucking tin can. Okay? He was fine. Minor scrapes, minor bruises. He was fine. Most experts said he should have died that day because the car literally looked like a fucking Pepsi can that somebody just shattered with their hand, or like with that machine that presses them down that people sell the material for. Yeah, they said he should be dead. Or very seriously injured, and he was not. I know that guy personally, and I'm not going to get anybody's personal information out here unless they give me, or I either co-star with them or they give me the absolute permission to do so. And that's for their own protection, as well as I don't know how comfortable they are with certain topics, and I'm not trying to put people on blast for no reason. But yeah, he lived. So I don't know what you guys call it, but there is some things that even science can't explain, where it's a miracle, man. Like, you cannot explain how some people are still standing when some people went through the worst of worst, the worst, and they're still here laughing and acting like nothing ever happened. So you cannot always say that there's not a divine intervention out there, because we have not yet proved everything. We have not proved heaven. We have not proved hell. We have not proved we have not proved Charles Darwin's theory. There's no proof fully yet backing his theory. He thinks that we all came from water creatures and evolved in that. If that were true, and we can evolve like that, why don't people start going to live on the volcanoes for hundreds of years and see if they can somehow be able to walk on lava? There's my joke is that there's people who've lived by volcanoes and tried to, with because as the years go, we're living there for protection, and they never evolved to be able to walk on the lava or be able to withstand it without killing them. So if your theory about evolution is so true, it's so based, okay, it's so 100%, why haven't humans evolved to be these absolute unstoppable creatures? Why can't we yank out scenes straight from Dragon Ball and keep pushing our evolution to the point where we can fly? Want to know why? Because evolution's bullshit. Hot take, evolution's bullshit.
As their narrative is eroded, and they lash out in precisely the same way as one would defend
aspects
themselves
true,
against physical violence, with hostility and tribalism. At the same time, this is not purely a religious issue. It has at this point completely...
No, we're not even here. It's like fucking the blues like, and this is how united we are as America for the first time. The blues like here, the rest of it's red. And these guys still try to blame this for everything, okay? And I'm not minding you, like, the reason why I do not like the Democratic Party was in 2020, not 2020, in 2024, during those stuff, they kicked out somebody that was the popular vote of the people, right? Absolute popular vote of the people. Mind you, he was mentally senile his entire run. But that's not the point of how democracy works. They were going to vote for him again, right? They kicked him out for somebody who got less than 1% of the Democratic nominee votes. I'm going to repeat that again. Unelected, less than 1%. They didn't even have another poll to see who was going to take Joe's place. They just shoved her woke, stupid ass in front and went, this is our candidate. That's the problem. They didn't even democratically elect their own fucking representative. That's all I gotta say. There's no other justification.
Permeated secular politics. I myself am not a Democrat, and I no longer vote Democrat out of total disillusionment with the party, as it does not have the best interests of the American people in mind. But the Republican Party is cartoonishly apocalyptic in comparison. Know nothing, proudly stupid, in denial of truly...
In denial. In denial. Is that why we ended a war? In denial. Is that why we stopped Iran from having nuclear weapons? I swear to God, the fucking amount of people calling us out, but they have no... We love science. Who the fuck said that they don't like science? Are you talking about Candace Owens? Ignore that retard, okay? You have retards on your side, we have retards on our side. The only difference is we're not trying to put Candace Owens up for fucking president, are we? No.
All science.
We're not putting Candace Owens as our fucking president. That's the difference.
In terms of both ignorance and authoritarian control by the church. In the wake of this, to pretend that idiots like Terry should be given a voice is preposterous. He is not the culprit, but he exacerbates larger trends already in place.
I'm gonna let him
speak. He does not deserve a platform. He is not part of any legitimate conversation. And most of the figures with any kind of expertise that shoehorn their way into the conversation have ulterior motives as well, and only serve to further confuse the public, like Eric.
If you're the issue about being sponsored is that you have to do what the sponsor wants. Same reason why Hassan Piker says what he says, because his I think his grandpa and his dad are both involved with overseas politics. So of course you want to lie and spread those beliefs because you need people to back you so your family can still do great. Common sense, right? I mean, it's all about an angle, and that's why you can follow me, because I don't have an angle. I'm not going to be paid by anybody to have a fucking opinion. You can come out with a game and be like, here, we'll pay you money to review this game, but you have to say nothing but good about it. Go fuck yourself. Plain and simple. I am going to tell you the truth. That's why I find this very humorous, because I identify as a Republican. Okay, I do. I identify as a Republican. Shocker. I still hold leftist values for some of them, not all of them. Like I believe that it's a woman's choice in her own body, but I also believe that if you consensually have sex with somebody and nothing happened that was wrongful, and you consensually had sex with this person with no like contraceptives, you weren't taking anything to not help you get pregnant, okay, and no, you weren't making the person you guys weren't being safe sex practices, like using condoms, so on and so forth, and you have a kid, I really do believe you should be forced. I know it sounds fucked up, but you should have to. You willingly made it. You should have to bring it to light. If you want to make it an adoption thing after that, that's up to you. But I feel like you consensually made it with another person. It was agreed upon that that was potentially what could happen. You knew about that from the intercourse, and you made something in that regard. You made someone. So that's just my take. But aside, it is your body. It should still be your choice. I'm in for that still. What else am I more leftist leaning on? I don't want to take anybody's rights away. I mean, I don't see a problem with two gay guys doing their thing. It's their life, their choice. Who am I to tell them that they can't do that? I also can say the same thing about straight marriages. It's just that what drew the line for me was don't chant and protest that you're gonna come for our kids. Let kids be. Kids shouldn't have any involvement with this stuff. Let them be. Let the innocence stay. Do not pressure them into having these ideologies they don't need. That's my only take on that.
So let's get down to brass tacks.
Don't pressure kids.
What is anti-intellectualism at its core?
Sexuality.
It boils down to
make
three
them
principles.
overthink it. That's all I have
religious
to say.
Anti-rationalism. Essentially, emotions over facts.
I prove
2,
why that's wrong.
Populist anti-elitism, or the rejection of intellectual institutions. And 3,
Bullshit,
instrumentalism, the belief that pursuit of knowledge only serves practical means, namely profit.
I proved that already. With just using two major people that have money right now. That they never went to. One barely attended college, and the other one didn't attend college, and they're multimillionaires. I think billionaires actually. Excuse moi. And yeah, so that's all I gotta say. So that's bullshit.
This movement intends to halt the acquisition of new knowledge that would undermine groups with power and privilege. Misinformation that benefits those in power is perpetuated, and those who speak truth to that power are preemptively character assassinated. The educational sphere is not completely blameless, admittedly. Part of the disdain towards academia is fostered by the increasingly high cost of education. But this is not in itself a justification for abandoning the sanctity of centers of knowledge. Corporations do not have their financial...
I have a proposal. I wrote a bill on this if anyone wants to see it. Okay, I'll pull it up one of these days. I believe that we should take away the American knowledge system, okay? Because kids learn faster nowadays because of technology. And we should be able to graduate them from high school at the age of 16, rechange the high school structure, and give them a 2-year associate's degree by the time they graduate 18 from a high school. I think that it should be a high college school or something like that. That sounds not as good as I thought, but a college high school. There we go. A college high school where 2 years of it is high school. Okay, you condense it into 2 years, and then the other 2 years is college. So people can start graduating with a 2-year associate's degree. You know why? That would not only benefit everybody. You know why they won't do it though? Because they make no fucking extra money. It's already in the system. You're just rewriting it to help people. They don't like that. I hope you realize that. It's all a fucking scam. They want you to spend $200,000 for your 6 or 8 year degree, even sometimes more than that, because they want you to owe them money the rest of your life. How can you ever rise up and build a business or rise up and do all this stuff if you're paying them back the rest of your life? That's all I'm trying to get you guys to think. Who does it benefit? Let's say tomorrow you graduate with a doctorate, right? Okay. Let's say that you got some scholarships, you didn't get too far in debt. Let's call it even $200,000 because it's about what it costs. Higher without scholarships, it's like $1 million plus. I've looked into it. That's how I know. With friends that wanted to be doctors that were like, fuck that. It might have went higher because obviously inflation. This was back in like 2019 when I looked into this. So it's probably higher now. So let's say $200,000, you get a bunch of grants, people help pay for your shit, yada, yada, yada. So by the time you're done, you're $200,000 in debt. Let's say as a doctor, depending on what your profession is, you're making anywhere between $80,000 to $100,000 a year. So let's factor in you're spending $60,000. Let's just say you got a low rent apartment, everything, utilities, you figured out everything. Let's say you're only spending $60,000 a year. And that's for like your necessities, all your shit. So you're paying the college back $40,000 each year. You are still paying them for 5 years. And that is you budgeting hardcore and not being able to live your life. So for 5 years, if you're lucky enough, you are still the college's bitch. And it's in a lot of cases it's a lot longer than that, because people don't even get into the fields they went into. So you might be a genius in architecture, agriculture studies, right? Which is a real thing that you can do. And it's a very hard career to get into. It's a very, like, where they figure out how to make agriculture and buildings united so they can have a lot more green, what's known as green architecture. It's a very hard field to get into, but if you get into it, it pays pretty decent. So let's say 40 people, let's just say Arizona, right? It's a very hard one in Arizona because there's not many rich people. For what it may seem like, there's not many rich people in Arizona. So let's say, okay, you graduate with that degree, okay, 4-year degree, you're about $50,000 in debt, right? You apply everywhere, but the 40 applicants got only 10 people. And let's just say, let's be nice here, 10 of them got jobs, right? The other 30 didn't. And this is a way bigger number than this, by the way. So this is fucked up how it really is. So 10 of them might be able to pay back their student loans. What happens to the other 30? They're working at fucking Starbucks or some other place the rest of their fucking life, wondering how the fuck they're going to financially be able to afford the $40,000+ they owe back. That's all I'm trying to say, is make it affordable. Make it for people again. Don't keep growing your fucking business and fucking everybody over in the process for education to benefit people while you're fucking paying professors way more than they should make to teach kids about stupid shit like gender studies. You do not need to know 900 fucking genders. And the other class I hated taking, okay, and this is just a common sense class, I do not need a fucking communications class. I feel like you should be able to test out of those. If you can hold a genuine conversation with somebody that doesn't agree with you, like I can, excuse that voice crack, my voice is hurting, I've been talking way too long. But if you can have a genuine conversation with somebody that doesn't agree with you on everything, then you pass all communications class. That's all it is. You need to learn how to communicate with fellow people. It is for the emotionally shy people that can't do it, that need help doing it, like with public speaking and shit, 100%. But I have no problem speaking. Like, if there was fucking 4 people that I was talking to right now that I didn't know, I needed to give this as a presentation, I could do it no problem. I would probably fuck up a little bit more because I do get a little nervous, but I can do it. No problem at all. I'd be like, just give me a little bit, let me figure it out. And then obviously, like right now, I'm going on a whim. I haven't seen any of this shit. I am literally just watching what I was sent. I promised you guys and gals that I was going to do this without editing, without pre-watching, because I don't fucking believe in pre-watching. This is just my honest take at the moment of watching.
Interests challenged
Jesus,
when the public cannot even identify the issues that they are harmed by, thus perpetuating their own subjugation. We can historically blame the fossil fuel industry, the tobacco industry, and so forth,
yeah, but
we do not extend this to scientific knowledge itself.
What funded jobs? What paid the
Politicians,
jobs,
corporations, and religious institutions stand to benefit the most from promoting anti-intellectualism. They enact the politicization of nonpartisan issues, polarizing things like climate change so severely that simply acknowledging basic science gets one ostracized. This spills over into the social realm just as easily. Anti-intellectualism breeds nationalism, or the same blind allegiance to a governing body that is actively sowing the seeds of
because we wanted to take our
this is the
country
reason
back.
for
Why do we
equating Black Lives Matter or any other kind of social justice with fascism, and the justification for this always involves inventing violent intent out of thin air. This, in turn, is used to justify a military...
Jesus Christ. When you're burning down fucking cities, yes, you can get the goddamn police involved. Doesn't matter what side's doing it. If you burn down a fucking city, you're gonna get God after deal with it, pussy.
Under the guise of
God
protection.
Damn.
And lastly, anti-intellectualism promotes being skeptical towards perceived authority while demanding that people blindly follow demagogues who are amplified by social media.
That sounds like the Democratic
People who
Party
fall
right
into this
there,
way of thinking will place an unreasonable level of skepticism on the body of knowledge produced by tens of thousands of scientists operating all over the world under every type of government and in both the public and
not all scientists are geniuses. And my proof on that is the fact that sometimes they are so blinded and being paid by these high pharmacy companies that they go, here's a product that works, and it only works about 50% of the time depending on who we're doing it with, but it'll cure something. And that's what they do. Not every one of them works. And I'm not saying all of them. And I know I'm going to get probably shit for this comment. But not all of these fucking people are smart. There are a lot of fucking geniuses. And there are a lot of people, you should trust doctors. You should. But sometimes doctors are in it because the insurance companies tell them what to do. And they don't truly believe that sometimes. And I've seen it, even with my own personal experience. They wanted, for my entire life, okay, there's officially something wrong with me now, okay? I'm not going to get into details. My point being, my entire life, they've shoved me with psych meds. They said, oh, the pain he's experiencing, all his symptoms, he's mentally ill. Okay? It's all mental illness. Put him on meds. He's mentally ill, right? That's my entire life. I trusted doctors. I trusted this Healthy Life Family Medicine. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Fuck them. They told me my entire fucking life that I was a mental fucking case. And it took one other fucking doctor, literally an hour, and he came back with a positive result and said, holy shit, dude. Your body's attacking itself. And that changed my life, man. I've actually been getting a little better because I learned stuff to avoid, and I've been having red wine a lot, which has helped. So yeah, one different doctor changed my fucking life, guys. So I believe in medicine when it's used in the right ways. And I believe there's some retards out there that are going to fuck you up worse than anything on the planet. I was shoved with psych meds my entire childhood. Turns out I was actually sick. Isn't that fucked up? So that's my point. Sometimes they're fucking morons.
Private
and
sector.
I'm not the only one that
Yet
went through that.
They place absolutely zero scrutiny on the figures who confidently feed them the narratives they enjoy, which are riddled with distortion and fabrication almost without exception. These people find comfort in the strength and confidence such figures convey in an appeal to shared beliefs. That's why Trump famously stated that he could shoot someone in the middle of Fifth Avenue and he wouldn't lose any voters.
It was a
because their
joke.
idolization
Oh my
of him
Lord.
is emotional, not
It
logical.
was a joke.
In the end, and here comes
Oh
Dave the
my
Broken
Lord, it
Record,
was a joke.
anti-science mentality and reality denial is the single
We are
greatest
not
threat
all
facing
Candace
mankind.
Owens. Relax.
Take a movie like Don't Look Up. Though obviously satirical, the manner in which the general
never
public
seen it.
in
I'll
this
have to watch
modern
this.
era would react to any existential threat was depicted magnificently. There is no issue that could be more nonpartisan than a comet coming to kill us all. And yet, the comet was hyper-politicized. People were brainwashed into believing the comet didn't exist, and a megalomaniacal tech oligarch fucked us all. In my estimation, that is roughly what would happen if there were another far deadlier pandemic or some other such situation. And the culprit...
COVID-19 was not as bad as people acted like it was. I'm so tired of hearing how awful this fucking virus was. The flu still killed more people with a vaccine each year. Can you believe that? Like, it's not even... It's a 5-minute search. You could probably prove this. I don't understand. We have all this technology, like he said, at our fingertips. How is even he spreading misinformation? It is crazy. It is fucking
is not
wild.
The scientific community. It's the pundits and demagogues who abuse the power of the internet to warp public perception of reality. People like Rogan are not the main culprits, but they also are not blameless and deserve their share of criticism for amplifying the chaos for monetary
Most of
gain.
his content is
And
letting
sadly,
people speak.
other than
And
directly
we should let people
neutralizing
speak.
sources of disinformation and promoting general science literacy,
We can make
I
fun of
don't
the
have
people
a
who are
meaningful
idiots, but we
solution
can
to
let them
this
speak.
doomsday recipe. I don't know how to fundamentally change human nature to be either less corrupt and manipulative or less blindly
They pay 'em
credulous.
off, my proof. There
I
you
will
go.
admit my youthful optimism has been diminished as I enter middle age, but I'm not giving up just
Same.
yet.
I believe the world needs to change, and I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we definitely need to find a way to get people back into mental clarity and stop all this bullshit where we're all fighting each other for some dumb fucking cause that makes no sense, and why we're all going to war for shit that makes no fucking sense either. Do not fucking chant that bullshit unless you know what you're chanting for. Like, I'm all for the games thing where we're trying to get game creators to give over the code. Once they want to shut down a game, I'm all for giving gamers the code of the community for that, and letting them fucking do their thing. But I'm so tired of... Give me 1 second, guys. All right, cool. I'm back, guys. Sorry. You know, family conversations gotta help keep things running around here. But yeah, we watched that one. I think it was very informative. I think he was half on the right track and half off the wrong track. That is the original video. I'll show it, obviously, because I have no beef with that guy. I think that he's on a lot of right tracks. I think he got a little lost in the sauce, and that kind of what scared me. The fact that he got that lost in the sauce is terrifying. I was supposed to review my buddy's videos, I promised, but it didn't like he added me in any of them. Nick, why didn't you post your videos? I would have reviewed them. This is Monster Foxy. This is my best friend. Shout out to my homie. He's a Chad. I'm gonna follow him back. I don't know why I'm not following back. I think he just started his account 5 hours ago, so it's all right. We're rolling with it. So we watched this one, reviewed it. We reviewed this one. I'm only gonna go till 6 o'clock, guys. So I'm in the middle of a video. I'll continue it later. I think that was it. Wow, that was all the videos that was added in. Okay, so 2 videos. That was it. Okay, and then I guess we can review what this is going on here. Hold up.
Congratulations on getting married.
Thank you, man. Good to be here. I posted about getting married online, and a lot of people were saying,
this guy's a comedian.
What's Greg going to make fun of you for now, you know, now that you're married to a beautiful girl, so.
You still have your bald spot.
Yeah, that's true. I just still have the bald spot. You know,
still got a bald spot. See friends roasting each other is great. We're going to like that.
And I don't think she's seen it.
What about all the other stuff?
Yeah, that's true. There is, I guess I am still broke.
Made his return to the show. Watch him tonight. Nice.
Ex-wife.
Welcome back, bro.
You know what? Tonight's going to be same as usual.
Alright, yeah, I
hey,
followed
Jamie,
Gutfeld.
welcome back. Congratulations on getting married.
I get to see a lot of idiots. It's great. So tonight we have Chad Almighty, Tyrus. Is the host missing tonight, or is he? Oh, it's the Gutfeld show. He's probably there. I'm just stupid. The Jews knew. Oh my God. God, this is really fucking quiet.
They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Israel violated it too.
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen.
Yeah, Israel's kind of antagonizing this fight too, and we're just like, yo, Israel, chill. We don't want war. We did what we did so they didn't nuke you, because you were literally their first target if they had nukes. And I don't know how true the reports are because we're still waiting on how close they were to getting a nuclear weapon. But I would much rather we bomb a country with no nukes and stop them from getting nukes when most of the countries pretty much on board, or most of the other countries are pretty much on board with Iran not having nukes, than then bomb a country that can then send a nuke at us. You know, that I have a lot more faith in. So what would you prefer? I mean, come on, it's common sense. It's a common sense threat. Let's say, let's put it in perspective, okay? Let's say you find out your neighbor is building an RPG to shoot at your house, right? He's got the parts. He hasn't assembled it yet, but he's working on assembling an RPG, and he's threatened to shoot that RPG at your house, okay? He has a gun in his house that he's kind of assembling, but it's not powerful enough to kill you. and this is again a shitty an algorithm, but we're gonna use it anyway. Okay, and you have a perfectly functioning gun that you know you can take him out with in seconds and stop his ability to build the RPG. What would you do? It's common sense. People just act like it's this big because it's like, oh, it's countries and it's World War III. It's the same thing as if my neighbor's building a fucking rocket launcher to try to kill me. Okay, I'm gonna stop him by all means necessary if he's threatening me and he's threatening my family. Same thing why Trump did what he did. I don't understand the delusion. It blows my fucking mind why we're so delusional about this. He stopped every other country, including Israel, from potentially getting nuked. My man is a fucking hero, okay? I cannot say I would not have done the exact same fucking thing in his shoes. I cannot look all of you in the eyes and tell you I would have not done the exact same thing. I really need to move my camera because I look way too much over here, but I would have done the exact same thing if I was in his shoes. If you would have told me, hey, there's a country building nuclear bombs, and they've threatened not only the United States, but Israel, one of our allies that has been really nice to us, and they've threatened to use them, that I'm just supposed to stand by and watch, the answer is no. Plain and fucking simple, no.
You know, when I say,
I'm trying to
okay,
listen
now
to
you
this
have
too.
12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not
For real, yeah, that was kind of dumb on Israel's part. Like, we really were trying to make peace, and these dumb fucks had to go and fuck it up already.
I'm not happy with Iran either, but I'm really unhappy if
Israel is not going to attack Iran. All planes will turn around and head home. We're doing a friendly plane wave to Iran. Nobody will be hurt. The ceasefire is in effect. Thank you. Is this right before? Damn, bro. I guess that Jews don't control him after all, huh? Israel, do not drop these bombs. If you do it, it's a major violation. Bring your pilots home now. He's right. Don't fuck him. Don't fuck around and find out. What is this? YouTuber and founder of Save a Fox Rescue has died. Wow, heartbreaking. People really got comfortable talking mad shit without getting punched for it. Was she a bad person? I mean, she was part of the... It sucks when people... I've noticed a fucking pattern that sucks, and it hurts my heart, is that the good people always die either early or in the shittiest of ways. And it is a sad... It's a sad thing to see, because you really know, and you really get to see, like, Chad McBose... I can probably fuck up his last name, but the guy who played Black Panther was a fucking great guy and a legend, and he died from cancer, bro. It is heartbreaking. We're gonna keep going. I don't have any more notifications that people sent me anything, did they? At mentions. What about mentions? I got mentioned here and mentioned there, and that is it. Nobody else mentioned shit. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, we're gonna move it on then, because I don't... Tectone said something? Easy clap. Oh, God bless America. So even Tectone's on board. Congratulations to everybody. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now. And this was posted June 23rd, so yesterday at 3:20 p.m. Okay. Or at least by Tectone. I don't know when the original post was done. I think this is the original post. I think all he did was repost it, so I think that is the original timestamp. I'm not sure how Twitter works. I haven't been around here long enough. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh X and see if we got anything different going on. Wild videos go extremely viral. I highlighted the top 10 examples. Obese woman is taking part in Olympic Games 50-meter views in 24 hours. Did she really break it that bad, or was that all AI? I want to know if that really happened, if that was all AI. I mean, it sounds legit. It sounds like people were genuinely terrified. Wow. But it looks AI generated at the end, like they AI generated it. Like right here, right where it hits, it looks like it went AI, because there's no way. Yeah, it looks AI generated. I don't know if that, I can't say that really happened, guys. It looks AI generated. 100% AI generated. If convicted, he'll spend the rest of his life in prison with no parole. Good. Good. You cannot stab your fucking teammate. Good. We're gonna do one more, and that's it, guys. This one.
Welcome to my question of the night.
And anybody can at me on X/Twitter and send me whatever. I will react to it live. I like to do wholesome content too. I don't like to just do political and shit. I game too, so we vibe in this chat, guys. We chilling. This song claps, bro. That's my man. What's up? Original OG.
And the reason why I ask this is because
why
for the
ain't
last
he
4
running for
years,
president? I vote for him.
Men have been under attack. We're toxic monsters. We're everything bad.
I just want
about
common
the world
sense
is
to return
men.
to America.
And
man.
one of
That's
the things
common sense.
the biggest misnomers about what it is to be an alpha male is to be a family man. You do things. It's not always about lifting weights, drinking beer, and driving a truck. It's about being there when they need you to be there.
America.
Now listen, did I take ballroom dance because I like ballroom dance? No.
I took gymnastics, brother.
My
I feel
wife
it.
really likes ballroom dance.
I didn't
and my
like it
daughter
either,
likes
but
ballroom
I
dance,
had to
and
take
I
an
like
elective,
to be
so
able to watch baseball.
I chose.
So we made a deal.
I was the only
I go
guy
to
who was
ballroom
fucking
dance.
weird.
We learn to do something fun together, and then if I want to watch the baseball game when I get home, everybody's happy. So I think I should not be the only guy to be doing this. I think more men should do it. So I don't have to be alone in the
Base take, factual take. I think more guys should be involved in gymnastics too.
Aaron, you have this look. Do you feel it's not manly to be in ballroom dancing?
Well, here's the thing. You nailed it exactly, right? What an alpha male is,
Who gives a shit about being an alpha male? Be you. Be who you are. Fuck everybody else.
Guys wearing
be different.
Shirts about 3
Being
sizes
different's
too small
better.
with some kind of a jiu-jitsu logo on it, speaking loudly in public places. Well, no. An alpha male, in my opinion, is somebody who, number one, doesn't have to say they're an alpha male, and number two,
don't fucking call yourself
handles
that.
their own business, does what they want, and doesn't care what other people think, because you know what? It's tough enough being a male in today's society anyway. So you know what? Kudos to you for doing that, and I really respect you for doing that. And I think we need to see you on Dancing with the Stars.
No.
Yeah! Get my boy on Dancing with the Stars.
Now I can see a macho guy like Joe.
Yes.
So we say like, I'm not doing that. That's girly, right? Well, let me tell you how non-girly it is. I even dance with the instructor. Roll it.
Slow, slow, side change, slow, slow, side change. You got it.
She looks so annoyed that he's doing it with the instructor.
Now you just got new hips. You have no excuse.
Yeah, but for a guy my size, I look more for an alpha female.
Yes.
I want a woman who can pick me up. And the last one I had was able to throw me overhead. I actually ended up in a ceiling fan, and there was just sequins everywhere. So, but I can't do the hip is healing up. Unfortunately, now I've just been doing my dancing on the pole for the afternoon.
Oh yeah, man, I can do that too. I got an OnlyFans. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't.
Tudor, are you in favor of more men doing more positive?
I love that you did this for your wife. I think it's fantastic. Not for me. I'm not going someplace where I'm ballroom dancing. I have 4 kids. I would love laundry folding. Laundry folding. That's the alpha male thing I want in my house.
Well, to raise the bar, we have 6. So, and I still have to fold.
I'll fold laundry. Shit, I don't care.
So you've already gone through that class.
Yes.
See, people are afraid of being a housewife for a certain for females. No, I'm not afraid of that
He
shit. I
watches
will do
Love
it.
Island with
no
me,
problem.
but he also likes it.
Damn,
Except
how
for
long
this
was it? That
season
was like a
kind of
4-minute
sucks. They
clip.
sent
Oh, it
Hannah
is. It
home
just
last night,
feels
and there's really no
longer than it
strong
is.
couples going into Casa Amor.
So, yes, he would do it?
He would. I think he would. I think he would, yeah.
You did Cami Salon for crying out loud.
That's true.
I can't guarantee I'll be any good, but hey, for a woman, I'll do it.
He did my hair, not my makeup. He clipped my hair extensions in,
I
and I
would do
sang
it
a
for
little
her.
song about how we were at Cami's Salon.
Especially for the right one, you know?
I am not singing it
I
right
did
now.
a lot of things
You can
for the
find it
wrong
online,
one.
You can't
So
find it
let's
online.
just put it
That's
that
the
way.
classic Tyrus and Tim podcast.
Yeah.
Who is he accidentally called honey lately?
Big Ben.
You're acting like I let him talk to other people.
You act
go
like a
away.
lame
We'll be
talk
right
to the
back.
female. See, some women are controlling too, man. It's pretty obvious. She said that with an honest grin on her face, like I let him talk to other women. Oh shit. I respect it though, 100% respect it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be moving on. I'm going to post this video probably later today. I just got to get all that out, and I will be doing this probably once a week. Most of it's going to be game content mixed in with some other random shit. But I am mostly going to be game content. I think once a week we will review stuff, as I think it is important, but I don't want it to be my #1 content. I've noticed with a lot of streamers that they end up doing games for a long time, and like I love Asmongold's fucking gameplay footage, and then all he does now is political takes, and I'm like, man, I love you and I think you're based, but like I just want to fucking watch some shit, man. Like I want to be able to watch you game, and I don't know, it's just my take, especially when I'm at work, man. I don't want to fucking hear about 900 things going wrong in the world. I just want to be able to chill, pop in a good gameplay, you know, because I watch some stuff while in between working, or listen to like a really dope ass new soundtrack or some shit for a video game. I don't want to fucking hear about, oh, Iran did all this shit. It's like I'm just trying to do my thing, guys. But anyways, good night. Thank you. Be blessed. Stay safe. And if you're not religious, that's fine. I still hope you have a good night. I do not hate anybody. Your beliefs are valid within reason. As long as they do not hurt or affect anybody else, your beliefs are 100% valid. Stay safe, and talk to you later, gamers. I will be live Thursday to play more Schedule 1. I would like to keep doing this content, so if you guys really do enjoy it, leave a like, leave a comment, and just let me know what you'd like to see. You are more than welcome to @ me on anything on X, and I will review it. It doesn't matter what it is. This is unrated, uncensored for a reason. It is live react. I will never pre-watch, ever.